Hello everybody, Grizzly Pig here. Welcome to today's episode. I don't normally do videos like this, but maybe I'll start doing more. We are looking at today's hotfix patch in the First Descendant because it's quite interesting. Today is, for the record, the 24th of July 2004, and this hotfix today has got some really juicy stuff. They're giving with one hand, taking with the other kind of thing, but overall I think they're doing something good. They're heading in the right direction. They're listening to players. They don't want to upset people too much, but people will be a bit upset with this, of course, because people, once they've been given a privilege of sorts, and you know what I'm talking about, the Valby run, they don't want it taken away from them. But let's get into this and actually look at the details. So first of all, we're going to look at the main patch details. There's another section as well we'll go through later that's about stuff coming in the future. But first of all, patch details. So the first one here, module storage limit increased from 1000 to 1500. So basically, that's not really going to affect you all that much. It just means that when you're out Valby running, you can go for 50% longer before going home once you are module capped to turn your modules in for extra Kuiper shards. So that's quite simple. Cooldown for vulgar strategic outposts have been reduced from 5 minutes to 1 minute. Now this one is actually huge, bigger than you might think. For me particularly, I do a lot of Vulgus outpost runs and I'm always jumping from one area to another and back again to try and see if I can get a server that has a lower cooldown or refreshed or whatever. There was talks of them banning people for that, but really there's nothing they can do about it because it's all about where you get put on a server. And at the end of the day, if you wanted to just do one, you could do that, but it's no different from doing 2 or 3 and then jumping from one to the other. The effect is the same. You're still doing loads of outpost rushes there. So they're actually helping us here. They know that we want to do these a lot, and now they basically reduced the timer to a minute, so you can basically sit out for a minute and then wait for it to come round and do it again. It's that simple. So that's a really great thing, amazing. Let's have a look at the next one. So what does this say? Spawning time between monster respawn has been increased and the reward amount has been adjusted at the Vulgar Strategic Outposts. So the spawn time between the monsters basically is a big thing before this. So basically when you kill the monsters that are spawning there, they will instantly respawn again, and this is what allows us to do the Valby run in effect. So they're increasing the timer there, meaning that less gold drops, less Kuiper drops, less experience from killing stuff. So this patch is live, by the way, and I've seen people moan about now instead getting in the region of 200 gold per outpost run. This is the specific one in Fortress, obviously, we're talking about here, rather than in the region of 400 and up. So it's still really good, but people will moan about this. I can understand why. But this is one of the mechanics that they put in here that is basically the nerf that everyone was expecting. So there we have it. Next one, void fragments will now drop when defeating monsters in special operation. There will be the most void fragments drop at the special operation neutralize void experiment. So this is big. Again, there's another one that comes with this as well in a second, you'll see. Now you're going to be able to get void fragments from the special operations. I never do special operations because the yield from it is too RNG. If I'm looking for a pattern, I'd rather get a different pattern elsewhere. If I want to farm up a champion or a weapon or whatever, it's just not worth my time doing, so I've never done them. But now these are going to be a little bit more worth doing, and that takes us on to the next one. So if you didn't know about these things, marks of arrest, they're little gold caches, like items that you can open up and you just receive flat gold from them. So these are obtained from the special operation. So let's read it. Using mark for arrest item obtained from special operation will grant 10 times the usual amount of gold. When mark of arrest is used from consumable tab, it will convert 100,000 gold, and high value mark for arrest will convert to 1,000,000 gold. So that is obviously up from 10,000 and 100,000, I believe. So this could now well be the new gold farm, possibly. And you know what? I don't even know how often these drop. I do these so little, so we'll have to watch this. I'm going to try these out. And double barreled with the void fragments as well. They actually want people to do these, and I can understand because they make content and people are just not doing it, and I can see why. But if it's actually worth doing it for the gold, then people will do it. So that's it. So we've got the director's comments here just to summarise everything that's been said above. So with this adjustment, the reward amount at Fortress Outpost has been reduced. However, to ensure that Valby Run remains a popular hunting ground like Ambush Point and Refined Run, we have set the reward efficiency significantly higher than originally intended. We hope to provide numerous farming spots in the First Descendant, each with unique characteristics and usefulness to different descendants. Instead of reverting Valby Run to its original design intent, we have adjusted it to offer similar efficiency to other high reward hunting grounds. So basically they just want to bring this area particularly in line with other places, and as we're seeing with the special operations, they want to make them more worth doing, so that all the content that they're making, everyone is wanting to do it, so that there's lots of stuff to do, so people don't say how boring the game is because there's not much to do. There's only one place to really do anything. They want lots of things to do, and they want them all to be worth doing. So next bit here. Additionally, we have shortened the cooldowns for all outposts so that players can play them more frequently without deliberately failing, and no longer need to search for outposts with shorter cooldowns by moving around the map. We have also added gold rewards to special operations and adjusted 4 types of void fragments to be randomly dropped, allowing players to choose and utilise various hunting grounds. Okay, so that's all on that one. That's what we were talking about on the last point. So basically they're just making special operations better, and making it so that also with the infiltrations, they're trying to incentivise people on their Valby runs to actually complete the outpost as well. So maybe this was the main effect they were going for, but as a side effect of this, they're also buffing it for people who actually want to do them and farm them to get Enduring Legacy, which is a weapon that I've been farming for, and I've done a lot of the outposts for this, and it's going to make it easier now because I don't have to jump about. So really good, that one. The next one. Through issues like the Fortress Outskirts and Valby Run, we are learning what kind of play style our players enjoy. The experience of sweeping through and farming monsters is of significant value in our game. Basically, they're just saying, yeah, we want to make the game better around what you guys want to do, and we're trying to listen to you. Just a bit of fruit in there, really. They're putting your feedback and interest are blah-de-blah. We don't need to read that one. You know what? You know how it goes, right? Anyway, so second part of this video, we're going to look at the Week 5 update preview. This is coming next week. So I haven't actually read this at the minute, but let's go through it and see what's going on here. So Sea of Emerald Ultimate Valby. So we all knew this is coming, Ultimate Valby. So I've actually just got my Valby farmed up because I kind of felt pressurised into getting her, because I kind of knew before they said that they were going to nerf this, that they were actually going to nerf it, because it just didn't make sense for it to be so crazy. So anyway, finally, the Magisters have completed the ultimate project for Valby. This ultimate equipment called Sea of Emeralds has fulfilled Valby's long-held desire. It is a nano suit that replicates Valby's former body colour and texture, although covered in a thin layer. Valby feels like regaining a long-forgotten part of herself. A thin layer, covered in a thin layer of what? Water? Is she going to be shiny? I don't know. I'm guessing that's what we're going to see. A nice shiny skin for her. It's a shame, to be honest, because you only get a certain amount of character slots, and I've got the original Valby, and she's great and everything for that one thing. I've got other characters as well that I might be interested in getting ultimate, but with only a certain amount of character slots, it's kind of like I'm thinking, what am I going to do with it? But if I'm enjoying the game so much at the end of the day, and I've got that many characters, I think I'll probably be happy to unlock more slots for these if I want them, because if I'm playing that much that I've got so many, if I'm going to grumble about buying an extra couple of character slots, then I'm probably, yeah, I need to think about my life choices. Anyway, let's move on. Ultimate Valby's modification modules. Okay, so these are her Ascendant modules that Transcendent, forgive me. So Spiral Tidal Wave, this one here, replaces the bubble bullet, which was difficult to aim, with a projectile that flies straight. Spiral Tidal Wave attracts the impurities of gluttony, making it an excellent choice for intercepting gluttony. Okay, next one, Hydro Pressure Bomb. Instead of plop plop, it leaps forward and deals damage to enemies around the landing area. The more enemies in the laundry state, is that a mistranslation? I don't know. More enemies in the laundry state, the more powerful the damage, making Hydro Pressure Bomb a strong finishing blow. Instead of diving into the water, leap joyfully forwards. I just can imagine her like just throwing the enemies into a washing machine and closing the door and turning the washing machine on and letting them spin about in there. That's, yeah, laundry state. Well, I don't know. Anyway, as is. Right, so next one, a new Descendant, Luna, the new Descendant we've all been waiting for. We don't know what they're going to do with her. She is in the game talking, like in the missions and stuff, but other than that, we don't know nothing about her. We can just speculate. The mad artist Luna has returned to Albion after a long wandering performance. Luna's synthesizer gun becomes more powerful when fired in rhythm, enhancing allies' abilities based on the performance. When Luna dances to upbeat music, allies' skill power increases, and when dancing to relaxed music, allies' mentality recovers and resource consumption decreases. This is quite big actually, because some champions you might be able to get if you got one of these in the group, you'll be able to just go full out skill duration, or sorry, go for max MP rather than skill duration, or vice versa, and really been max on the amount of damage you can get out of their ultimates. I'm thinking Lepic particularly, if he can benefit from having a Luna in the group, that would be pretty crazy. So this all makes sense so far, because like in the missions and stuff, you hear her just, all she does is talk about like partying and and stuff like that. So they invite everyone to Luna's concert. Unfortunately for Virgus, it will be their last stage, but Luna's performance is just beginning. So we knew that she was going to be like kind of like a bard effectively, where she uses music to do her damage, musical instrument if you like. I don't really like characters like this. I just think it's a little too abstract, off the wall, as far as a game where you are fighting. It doesn't really suit the narrative, because never really seen anyone do damage with a musical instrument unless they're a Nirvana tribute band and they're throwing guitars on the floor and jumping through the drums and anything like that. Doesn't make a lot of sense in a war game. But that's just me. I probably would like to see what she does in play as a support role for when I'm playing a Lepic, for example. But that would be about it for me. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe she'll be cool. Next one, so Luna's modification modules. Nimble Footsteps enhances Luna's mobility and amplifies the effect range of her performance, allowing for more effective ally support. Okay, so not much we can really know about this, whether these are any good or not just yet, but we'll see, because we don't know how the characters' skills are working or anything like that. Noise Surge transforms Luna from a supporter to a combat dealer. Now that sounds like completely on the contrary to me of what I just said about the last one. This sounds crazy. Yeah, dashes towards enemies in rhythm, dealing damage to nearby enemies. When the inspiration gauge is full, summons a stage to recover mental strength and shield. Provide enemies with a terrifying music experience with Noise Surge. So when the inspiration gauge is full, she's basically going to start bringing up a summoning and manifestation of Glastonbury on the battlefield. And it's probably going to take up a lot of space. You'll all have to jump on stage and start playing your musical instruments and join the band. We'll see. Right, next one. So, Gluttony. The mutated Devourer type Gluttony is a giant that indulges in void energy. Oh, this is a new boss, right? Wow, okay. It is equipped with systems to mine void energy and a cooling system to cool the heat generated during this process. To counter Gluttony, you need measures to withstand its cooling performance and the judgment to exploit its greedy temperament. Intercept Gluttony and collect new ultimate weapons and external components. New ultimate weapons. They said new. That's a really big word. New. And external components as well. There's going to be a new external component set, I believe, because all of the bosses so far, they drop sets like Slayer, Annihilation. Everyone will be familiar with these ones. I know I am, because I like those ones a lot. And a new ultimate weapon or weapons as well. So we'll see. Well, it will be from the amorphous materials, won't it, for the weapons, let's be honest. So that will be interesting. So new ultimate weapon. Anyway, moving on. So they're showing us one new weapon, but that boss is going to drop more. So maybe they got this one for now, and then in future they'll put more amorphous materials dropping from that boss that drop newer weapons as well. So this weapon is called the Peace Mediator. When mediation is necessary to bring peace to Ingress, the new ultimate weapon Peacemaker is the perfect solution. This powerful hand cannon is effective even with single shots, but can unleash a burst of bullets to deliver powerful firepower under the right conditions. So, what do we make of that? That could be a good one. I don't use hand cannons so much. I do use hand cannon on my Valby because it just goes with the ultimate reactor that I've got. But other than that, I do, excuse me, I do like it a lot. The Neestra's Devotion is what I use. I like handguns because they just feel responsive and they feel powerful. Like when you fire them, bang, it's like a real nice hit. So I do like them a lot. Like a handheld sniper almost. Right, new ultimate module, Arc Concretion. Okay, provides Arc Concretion effect, which increases defense and mentality when using skills, but decreases movement speed and attack power. Okay, so this is going to be for tanks, maybe. It is particularly useful for Luna and Ajax, and can be a good choice for players who want stable skill use. Your choices are free. Combine various modules to create your unique build. Oh, thanks for that. That's, yeah. That could be a good one. And yeah, let's get creative. Balance adjustments in the... I think this is some summary coming up here now. In week 5 update, we have decided to make balance adjustments for some Descendants and ultimate weapons. First, we are adjusting Valby, Blair and Freyna, who use AoE as their main skills. We hope to see these Descendants more effectively dominate the battlefield, creating large AoE zones and leisurely watching enemies fall from the rear. Look forward to improved performance for these wide range covering Descendants. So these characters are getting buffs, basically. They're going to be more AoE based, pretty much, as if Valby isn't already anyway. But yeah, I don't play Blair just yet. I don't see many people playing Freyna, quite frankly, but Blair is an interesting one for me. I've got Lepic. He's a fire descendant. So anyway, additionally, there will be improvements to ultimate weapons that enhance critical hit and damage. Enduring Legacy, which is a machine gun, Secret Garden tactical rifle. I've got that one. I might go and get that leveled up another 4 times. That'll be interesting. And Neestra's Devotion hand cannon will be improved to boast more powerful firepower with critical settings. So they're getting buffs basically to their crit rate, crit damage. So that's that can only be good news for those weapons at least. And this is telling because we'll probably see some improvements for other guns in the future as well. And I know which one I'm hoping for a buff to. Because to be honest with you, they kind of need to bring things up in the ultimate spectrum, because Tamer is sitting just in there with the ultimates, quite frankly, and it should be powerful if you want it to be, but the ultimates, they're special. They are ultimate. They need to be different. They need to be more powerful. Anyway, moreover, Greg's reversed fate tactical rifle will be adjusted to activate its unique effect in more chances, so that's a buff. We are also improving the functionality of single shot weapons, allowing players to choose between single shot and rapid fire modes. Please look forward to it. So that is going to basically be, well, I can imagine maybe assault rifles, for example. Or is, you know what it could be actually? It might just be the option in your options to basically, if you hold the left mouse button down for weapons where it doesn't work already, it will just fire automatically when the cooldown's off or whatever. It could be as simple as that. So we'll have to look out for that. But yeah, it could be specific weapons that they're doing this to, where you actually have a setting to go fully automatic or semi-automatic. I don't know. We'll see. So lastly, there will also be more improvements for convenience to be included in Week 5 update, plus new cosmetics that many players have been waiting for will be out, so please wait just one more week. I will always be waiting for you in Albion. See you on August 1st. Thank you. Okay, so interesting. So August the 1st, this is going to hit this one. But that's it for the patch notes. I'll leave the link for this in the description. Nexon, it's tfd.nexon.com / well, just go on there and then click on the right. I can't even find it right now. Game info, yeah, news. So you'll find it in the news here if you get on the website. But I'll leave a link in the description if I can. So that's it for the update, which is now live, and we also got a little glimpse into next week's update as well. So that's really great. And on the whole, I think it's actually a good update all round for a lot of things. But there has obviously been a big nerf there in one respect as well. So yeah, make of it what you will, guys. And if you found this useful, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I will see you guys next time.